At this time, I would like to introduce Jim Evans, our department chair for math, and also a retired captain in the U.S. Coast Guard. Mr. Evans will be laying the wreath at the stone memorial for James W. Robinson. Thank you, Mr. Evans.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountains' majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
At this time, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Jim Carter. Mr. Carter, as you know, is a counselor here at Robinson, but before his time as a counselor, Mr. Carter was in the U.S. Navy.
I would like to read the members of the Robinson staff who are veterans. You can thank them, and you can ask them what wisdom they would pass on to you. In the Army, Mr. Ivan Andrews, Mr. Peter Brown, Mr. Rod Kiefer, Mr. Derek Kinzer, Mr. George O'Brien, Mr. Jeff Perry, Miss Anisha Robinson, Miss Doris Swain. In the Navy, Miss Lynn Hicks, Miss Marilyn Weiss. In the Air Force, Miss Barbara Cayley, Miss Terry Crawford, and Miss Monica Reinhardt. And finally in the Coast Guard, but not least, Miss Jerry Dunphy and Mr. Jim Evans. We are citizen soldiers, and we are proud to say we are veterans and we have served. I would also like to recognize Midshipman Ted Johnson, class of 14, from Robinson, who is now a fourth classman at the United States Naval Academy. He is one of the 60 students in the last 3 years who Robinson has sent into active military. April 12, 1966, my secretary in my Washington, D.C. office announced a visitor, a chaplain of the United States Army. His painful duty was to inform me that Jim had been killed. He was my dear friend. I miss him. I loved him very much. Military personnel, attention to orders. I will now read the citation. The President of the United States, authorized by Act of Congress on March 3, 1963, in the name of the Congress, has awarded the Medal of Honor to Sergeant James W. Robinson, Jr. of the United States. Sergeant Robinson ripped the burning clothing from his body and staggered indomitably through the enemy fire, now concentrated solely on him, to within grenade range of the enemy machine gun position. Sustaining 2 additional chest wounds, he marshaled his fleeting physical strength and hurled the 2 grenades, thus destroying the enemy gun position as he fell dead upon the battlefield.